Welcome back to Unhinged and Unplugged.
We're your hosts, Alyssa and Tressa.
And this is episode Love, Heartbreak, and Happy Endings with Kelsie Rae. So this week, we sit down with romance author Kelsie Rae, the brilliant mind behind A Little Complicated, A Little Jaded, and Don't Let Me Fall. From swoony heroes to the messy beauty of heartbreak, Kelsie gives us a peek behind the curtain of her writing process, the inspiration behind her unforgettable stories, and the characters that have stolen her heart.
We chat about balancing love and chaos, the magic of hockey romance, and what's next on her TBR list. Plus, we bring the heat with some fun rapid-fire questions you won't want to miss.
Okay, so
How are you? I'm doing good. How are you guys?
good. Please help us welcome the brilliant mind behind the Don't Let Me series, the Little Things series, the Wreck Roommate series, and many more. From swoony heroes to the messy beauty of heartbreak, give a warm welcome to author Kelsie Rae.
Hi.
All right, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. It's very exciting to have you here. And can you just tell us a little bit about yourself?
My name is Kelsie Rae. You guys did an excellent introduction. I write steamy contemporary romance. I'm a mother of 3. I write steamy hockey romance. Well, not just hockey. I try to write a little bit of everything. And I have 3 children, 2 dogs and a cat, and a husband that I like most of the time.
We do all feel the same way about our husbands, I feel
Right?
like. Sometimes we like them, sometimes we don't.
Yeah.
So what first inspired you to write romance?
Honestly, I've loved romance since I was a little kid, and it's so funny. That was always, even looking at like The Lion King 2, which most people haven't even seen, but it's like the love story of a couple of the characters. Anywho, there's so much more going on, but I was always like, get back to the romance, get back to the cute butterfly feeling. So that's always been kind of my thing. And then I would read books, and I mean, a good example, my daughter's actually reading right now, reading Game of Thrones, and I love Game of Thrones. It's great. But then I was always catching myself being like, okay, but what's happening between these 2 characters? Give me more of that love interest before I finally gave a romance book a try. And I was like, oh my gosh, they did it. They gave me exactly what I'm looking for, which is all the feels, all the angst, and the pull between characters. It's just always been my favorite. So
Love that.
yeah.
Did you always know you wanted to be an author, or did it sneak up on you?
I did not know. I had no clue that I wanted to be an author, honestly. I was reading a lot. I loved reading. And I still, people ask me this question all the time. I can't tell you why I thought, let's try writing instead of just consuming all of the romance stories that we can. But yeah, I just had an idea, and I decided to sit down and see if I could write it. And that's what happened.
Well, we're happy you did.
Too. I'm also happy.
We love every book. I've literally read every single book you've written. I started with one and just went straight down the line.
Yes, I'm here for it. I love when that happens.
Addicting.
And then we were like, we have a group chat with a bunch of friends that also read with us. Like, you have to read this. You have to read this. Okay, now this one. Now this one. So
Love when that happens. When you just go down the rabbit hole and keep going. Oh, it's my
literally, it was like, just keep on going with this. Who are your biggest author inspirations?
Oh my
Or
gosh.
who's like your favorite to read?
Favorite to read right now, I've been reading a lot of Megan Brandy. I've always loved Rachel Van Dyken. Who was Sarah Brienne has a really good mafia series that I read way back when, in like 2015 or something like that, and I loved it. Honestly, this sounds terrible. I'm I'm not necessarily loyal to authors. I'm always like, oh, that story hooked me, and
Right.
that one line, and I have to go and gobble it up. And usually I'll finish a series, but I'm not always like, I have to read this author's entire backlist. It's, once the series is done, I'm like, okay, where do we go next? So
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I feel that way. Like I have to read everything they wrote after I read a book.
Right, like committed. It's almost like when you watch like a series. You're
Yeah.
just committed to something.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'm like, ooh, that's too big of a commitment. I can't.
Right.
Because your TBR is so long.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So just a little bit about your books. So A Little Complicated and A Little Jaded tackle such layered emotions. Where did those story ideas come from?
Oh, so honestly, A Little Complicated without giving too much away, there is a health something that comes in. Again, I have to be really careful. A family friend went through a similar situation, and watching how they handled their own experience, it just like sparked an entire plot for me. I was like, oh my gosh, what would I would do in this situation? And it really just took on a life of its own from there. And, you know, how would I keep this from someone? How would I tell people? What's a good enough reason to want to, you know, keep things to yourself instead of lean on the people that you need to when you're going through something so difficult? It really was just kind of one of those experiences that from the outside looking in, I was just like, if our roles were reversed, how differently would I handle this, or how similarly? And that's really how A Little Complicated came to be.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So which character has been the most fun for you to write?
Oh man. So from that's really tough. I always love so if you've read the Little Things series and you know Reeves is he's a total butt. But you kind of love him a little bit. And he was probably my most fun character to write because he wasn't supposed to get a book initially. So when I was writing Little Complicated, which is book 1, he's just like almost like I picture him the pesky little brother that just can't stop poking the bear. And everyone hates him, but he just needed his own story. So he's probably been one of my favorite characters to write just because I can just write all of my sarcasm into who he is, and it works out really well.
Oh, that's fun.
It is, yeah, it's fun. And then as far as females go, I would say probably similarly, Finley's a lot of fun because she's very snarky, and she's also in my Little Things series. Blakely from my Don't Let Me series was a lot of fun to write.
She's my favorite.
Blakely, yeah, no filter, tomboy sass, like she will say it like it is. Yeah. I think I'm not like that at all. I think through every single thing that I'm going to say, probably too much to where I just stay quiet. And so it's fun to just let them loose and let them say what they're going to say. So
she reminds me of Jolie. My daughter is the same exact way.
Well, it's nice that you have an outlet where you could just write about these things that don't think you could ever say in real life. But
yes, 100%.
That's why we did this.
No, even on here we're filtered a little bit,
right? Yeah.
Is there a scene in your books that still makes you laugh or blush every time you reread it?
Any spicy scene will still make me blush. I'll have readers or people pull lines and they'll show me something, and or even when I'm editing, I'll be going through it again. I'm like, oh, who wrote this? And then it's like, oh, just kidding. That was you. You put that in there. Thank you. So any spicy scene, that is 100% me. I will always blush.
How is it to like write a spicy scene? Like how like where does it come from? Like what?
Honestly, it depends on really just like when I'm writing, how few interruptions I've had, I guess, and kind of just I'm trying to think of the best way to explain this. When I'm going and in the scene and really in the scene and I can feel the tension building, it's not hard. It's really easy to just keep going and see where things go.
Right. Yeah.
My first series that I ever wrote, my Sweetheart series, they are closed door. And that was the hardest part for me was I would be writing and I'd be like, oh my gosh, like the tension is built. We're going. I'm like, well, and there we're on to the next. That's where it ends. And so when I wrote my Wrecked Roommate series, which was my first spicy series, I was like, I'm never going to publish any of this. No one ever has to see it. But I'm just going to write the story the way that it was supposed to be written. And it did really well. And my editor was like, I was like, just skip over those parts. And she's like, no. They're there for a reason. They're there to keep the story going and to give us that, like, yes, they're finally together.
Of course. Has your husband ever read any of them?
No, he has. He's my sounding board. And so he's the person I'm like, okay, I just word vomit on him constantly and tell him all the things and how do I make this work and da. But he does know when I've written a spicy scene because I'm like, hey, babe.
Whenever I don't know about your husband, but whenever I'm reading, my husband's like, don't even think about coming here. Like, you're going to read that book and then you're going to...
Right. It's as if we're cheating. He's like, what does he say to me? He's like, oh, now you want to like talk to me? What did you just finish a scene? Like, I don't know.
You're like, don't ask questions, just enjoy the
Just
ride.
enjoy. Like, just enjoy.
You can complain. So, do you have a writing ritual or a quirky habit that gets you in the zone?
Ooh, okay. So my writing ritual, I would say I'm always drinking something, whether it's water or iced coffee. That is my weakness. Or I have like, I don't even know what they're called. Anyway, they're like little water flavoring packets that I put into my water.
Mhm.
I'm always drinking something. And then usually if I'm really struggling to focus, I get out my little walking treadmill and I will walk. And that, I don't know what it is, but those are the things that really get my brain where they need to be. So
Oh, that's good.
yeah, that's my only ritual is just we are sitting, we are writing, or we are walking and we are writing. And
Good.
have to have my
All
drink.
good things. Out of everything you've written, do you have a favorite series, or is that like choosing a favorite child?
That is 100% like choosing. I usually say my favorite series is kind of what I'm working on at the time. But I have like every series I've had to grow so much. Like I said, I wrote my Sweetheart series. That was my first series that really, I mean, I experimented on that one. You know what I mean? I kind of got my own voice through that. I threw every idea that I'd ever had at that time into a book. And then I had my first Spicy series, and that was big growth on my part and trying to figure out how to rebrand myself and also become more confident as a person and as a mom and as an author and as a daughter, all the things, because that was very scary to come out with, right?
Yeah.
And then my Don't Let Me series absolutely exploded on TikTok, and that, I mean, was life-changing for us. So of course, I'm like, that one's totally gonna have a special place in my heart. And then my Little Things series, I would say probably that one was the most growth, like emotionally with my writing style and everything. My books just keep getting longer and longer because I really keep diving deeper and deeper into how these characters would experience their worlds. So it really just depends. You know, I look at each one as a different reason for being a favorite, I guess.
Good answer. So we love our audiobooks. We'll read a book and then listen to it as we're walking, or I run and I listen to an audiobook every single time.
Cleaning, working,
Yes.
driving.
Driving is the worst because then people get in the car and you're like,
Oh, yeah.
do you choose which narrator is going to narrate each series?
So I do choose narrators for each series. Sometimes it's I've learned, my husband always makes fun of me because he's always like, why are you still, you work for yourself. You set your own deadlines. I'm like, no. My narrators set my deadlines. My editor doesn't. Nope. It's just the narrators because you have to book them so far in advance. It's not even funny. So I do get to choose my narrators, but I am not always allowed to be quite as picky as I would like because sometimes it's based on schedule and that kind of thing.
Right.
Oh, wow. And how much input do you have on how the lines are delivered with the narrator?
Well, I could have as much as I wanted. But that being said, I love audiobooks. I listen to audiobooks. I can't listen to my own audiobooks because then I start editing in my brain and wanting to critique everything. And at that point, it's too late. Like the ship has sailed. We're out of the train station. And so I'm just like, well, I hope this went well. I hope it worked out. And we're just going to keep moving. So I don't listen to their lines or anything. I do have two amazing readers who I will send them to, and I'm like, let me know if there are any issues, catch them, and then I will have, go back to the narrators and have them make the tweaks. But they don't really have any strong, like.
Oh, so you really don't listen to it? Truly?
So I will tell you, I will listen to it once it's done. And I listen to it on like 2 to 2.5 speed going, and I can't critique myself because the story's like, just flying. So I do that. But overall, I don't critique it too much, or else it's like picking at a scab. We're never going to finalize that thing. I will always be messing with it.
Well, you answered our next question. Do you personally listen to audiobooks? You do.
That's the only way I read now.
Is it romance?
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that your favorite genre? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I'm all about the romance. And my house is so much cleaner when I've got an audio.
Right? I agree.
Right. It's just
Yes. But do you think so? I don't like to listen to an audiobook that I haven't read physically because I feel like I have to pay attention to it more. So if I'm at work and I'm listening to, a book over and over again, it's like watching a TV show. So I don't have to
Yeah.
really pay attention to it. Do you feel that way or are you like concentrating?
So a little bit of both. Because I don't read physical books anymore because it's broken me. Being a writer has broken, because I used to just read on my phone through the Kindle app. And now I can't do that because then I start editing or noticing sentence structures or just weird things. It's the worst. I love being an author, best job in the world. It broke me.
Sometimes I notice that as a reader, like as I'm reading different authors, like you kind of know like what they do and how they, write
just
and
read in
stuff.
your
Yeah.
voice.
And then you start critiquing it. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So if I'm listening, then I don't do that. So now I solely listen to
Okay.
audiobooks, which is great.
Alright. I wish I could do that. How long does the recording and production process take for an audiobook?
So for an audiobook, okay, I will give you an idea. I have a book going. So for Ruin Me, which is a new release coming in March, I am going to have the book edited and everything into my narrators by the beginning of January. And then at that time, I will also be sending the files to China to get the printed books, right, which takes about 2 months. And then they get me their files, the narrators get me their files, usually I would say within a month or so. And then I put it onto ACX for a pre-order, and they have to have the final files in order to have a pre-order. And so then it's up for, I hope, a month or so. But there's, always can be hiccups. And so I try to give myself as much padding as possible because there's always something, unfortunately.
Yeah, of course.
Always an issue, right?
Right, always. But yeah, usually it's about a month that the narrators have the files before I'm able to get the
Something. Right.
yeah.
Okay.
Would you ever narrate your own book?
I don't know if I could. I think if I had all the time in the world, I think it would be a lot of fun to do. But I just don't have all the time in the world. So I
Right.
have to, pick and choose what I'm like. I used to do my own covers and things like that. And I'm like, no, Kelsie, there is only one of you. You need to hire that out now so you can write more books.
It's how we are. Yeah, just take on all the roles. And
Right? You're like, it's fine. I can figure it out. And
I'm
then
like, no, really, I can do it. And then
and
she's
then
like,
you can't.
why did you say yes to that?
Because you can do it. That's the problem,
Yes.
right?
Yes, we can.
There's just no time.
There's just no time. Yep. That's fine.
Okay, so in the hockey romance world, what inspired you to bring hockey into your romance storytelling?
So it was a total fluke. Same thing with like, when did you decide you wanted to be a writer? Total fluke. Or Don't Let Me Fall. I had decided to add hockey to that book. And if you've read Don't Let Me Fall doesn't have a lot of hockey in it. It's kind of his like coming back to the scene, right? And then there's a little bit more hockey in the rest of the series. I didn't decide to make him a hockey player until 2 weeks probably before my editor got the manuscript. Like I had written the book and then I was like, let's add a little schmutz of hockey in there. That'll be fun. And then so again, total fluke. I had, again, this was before I ever started writing. So this was in 2013, 14, 15-ish. It might have even been before that. It might have been like 2011, 12. That's when I was reading a lot of romance and I was like, oh, hockey was fun. Let's just do that. Cause it was kind of before the hockey craze when Don't Let Me Fall came out. And I just hit that wave perfectly, but it really was a total coincidence that hockey was added to book one. And then from there I was like, oh, we're going to ride this wave. Let's keep it going.
So were you a hockey fan or no?
No, I was a romance hockey fan.
Did you start watching hockey after reading hockey romance?
Very casually. I mean like it's at a bar and I'm like, oh my gosh, this scene would be perfect for a book. Or, we went to 2 or 3 games. This was before Utah. I'm from Utah. Before Utah got a professional team. And it was just the Grizzlies. I don't even know what they're called.
Yeah.
A baby team. And we went to a few of those games and yeah, so I am the worst when it comes to people will be like, oh my gosh, the hockey's so good. I'm like, is it? I need to start watching it more.
So not like Alyssa, who started reading hockey romance and became obsessed with hockey.
I have readers who have totally done that. And one of the girls who listens to my audiobooks, she did that. She was like, because of your books, I'm now obsessed with hockey. I'm like, oh, well, then I should have you read my hockey scenes and make them better.
You know, it's a problem because now I'm a self-taught, I feel I'm a self-taught hockey fan. Like I just taught myself everything about the sport. I dove right in. I love all the guys. And then when we go to games, they're big Ranger fans. And what do we say? We make up things like, oh, what are they whispering about? Oh, I wonder who they're which sister they're banging, whatever we say. All kinds of crazy.
Are they with the PR girl? There was actually last season, the Rangers, their whole PR team got fired because a player was dating one of the girls. And I'm like, I think I've read about this before.
Yeah.
Like,
this sounds like the plot.
This sounds like it came out of a scene.
But that's even, I have to just say, yesterday I sent her a TikTok and I'm like, does this sound familiar? It was a brief TikTok of a football. The coach's daughter was hooking up with his rival team that they were playing on Saturday. I'm like, this is crazy. This is just not hockey. It's football. I said, this came right out of a romance novel.
Yeah.
Wild.
That's why we love them.
Love.
So this is probably going to be a no after your last response. Were any of your characters inspired by real players, teams, or coaches?
No, they weren't.
Okay.
None of my characters are inspired by anybody. As weird as that sounds. I'm sure we'll get to the movie question, and we'll get there. But yeah, no, I'm terrible at that game.
Do you ever like look at hockey players?
Yeah, so I will do that. And I'll like people will tag me on TikTok and they're like, Kelsie, this needs to go in a book, and I'll just look at them and I'm, yep, that guy, that's him going in a book.
Whatever you say there.
Yes.
I did that once with an author.
I feel like sometimes I'll read it and like I'll see like a player in my head. I'm like,
of course, I have to envision somebody when I'm reading. My imagination is not that good. I have to envision someone. What do you think makes hockey such a perfect backdrop for a romance compared to other sports? Like,
you know what? I have had this conversation with my brother and his family, 3 boys, 3 boy siblings, and they always ask me, they're like, why is it hockey romance? What is that? And I always kind of tell them, I think it's the testosterone. It's the, they can have a fight on the ice. They know, that they can hold their own. Yep. There's something just like, different, I don't know, very
about hockey players.
Yeah. They're just built different. They are.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it.
They're not like the others.
I love it. And it's an entertaining sport. You're not just like sitting there like, they're constantly moving. There's constantly like people getting thrown and,
very bored. This is kind of the same thing, I guess. Why do you think hockey romance in particular has such a devoted fan base?
Oh man, as far as like the devotion, that is something I don't know if anyone would have really anticipated. Yeah. But even me, again, this was before hockey romance got big in 2021 or 2011, 2012. I was obsessed. I mean, I was eating up every hockey romance that was out there because it just hits different. And
I have been a hockey fan my whole life. I grew up in a house that was hockey fans. We always had season tickets. Like I went to every game. And then like this, and I'm just like,
I don't even know how it happens. I don't even know how it happens. I don't even know how I got here. I read one book, had nothing to do with hockey. And then like all of a sudden you're on Book Talk. Then Book Talk just, I don't know, I don't even know where we
and now our husbands want to divorce us every time we go to a game.
Now all of a sudden I know things like about just hockey that I just shouldn't know. I don't know. Or I'm spending all my money on hockey games. But like I don't even understand where Book Talk even. I didn't even know there was hockey romances back then in 2011.
They were there. That's how I got on the train.
Oh my goodness.
Now she's gonna go read all the olds.
Oh my god.
I mean, like I said, Elle Kennedy, I should look at when hers came out.
Because that's how far back it is, though?
Way back when. Okay,
no, I did, but I don't know how far back. Like
I'm gonna look because I really am curious when I read.
That COVID. I feel like once
But that's
COVID hit, it was like,
2020.
no, I know, but that's when like we got into all this, and like I still read a book a day, but I was
I
really reading.
You know, I
Yeah.
read a lot.
It was crazy.
So Elle Kennedy's The Deal was published in 2015.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
I really hope that series
Okay.
is as good as the book.
Yeah. They're so good. I loved that series.
I
When that
hope
one
that-
got picked up for a Netflix deal, I was like, or whatever, a show. I was like, I get it. I get that one.
Yeah. What's your favorite trope to write in hockey romance?
My goodness. I've learned that forbidden anything is my favorite. Whether it's brother's best friend or
I
enemies.
love Brother's Best Friend.
Oh, right. It's just
Love it.
so good. Give me the forbiddenness in some way, shape, or form, and I'm a happy
Yeah.
camper.
Tell me I can't do something. I'm doing it twice.
I'm gonna find a way, but we're gonna be sneaky about it.
Yeah, I like that one.
Well, who's your favorite team or player in real life? But you don't really watch, so
What? I know I'm the worst. You guys should give me some
Okay.
suggestions on who I should use as inspiration.
I'll tell you all about it.
You'll tell me all the people.
Yeah, I'll give you all the good ones.
Alyssa has one favorite.
Well, honestly, there was I love Matt Rempe. I love Will Cooley. They're young though. Like I'm 37, and it's really not.
They're 22.
It's like not normal. I could have birthed them. You know, it's terrible. But
Our kids are like, they're closer to our age than they are to your age. And we're like, so they could be your stepdad or your husband either way.
I don't know.
Like I'm not saying the problem here. I don't.
But I did. I reached out to an author once, and I like messaged her, and I said, "Was this who you thought about?" And I sent her a picture of Matt Rempe because everything about him was about in the book. It's just like I don't even know who that is, but that is a good representation of the character. So you ever need any inspiration, I'm your girl.
Right? Send them my way. That's what I always tell people. I'm like, tag me in all the things, all the little scenarios that you're like, this needs a book. I'm like, I agree. I will put this in a book.
Yeah. Or all the fan edits. I love all that with the music. I'm so into it.
Yep.
So into that. All right. Who's your favorite book boyfriend other than one you wrote?
Oh, I can't answer that question.
I know, so hard.
Oh yeah, that is a really hard question. There are so many. There are so many. Let's see. I was in a big mafia romance kick for a while there. And that's where Rachel Van Dyken and Sarah Brienne are both. Well, Rachel Van Dyken writes a lot of things, but she wrote a mafia series. That's the one that got me initially hooked. I'm trying to think of what his name is. It started with a C. But yes, I loved hers. And then Nero, who was that's the title of the first book in Sarah Brienne's series, and I loved that one.
Okay.
Those are two, but again, those are older. It makes me feel old. My age is showing on how many books how long ago it's been since I've read those ones.
There are times she was like, "Did you read this?" I'm like, "I have no idea." And then I look it up. I'm like, "Yeah, I read it 5 years ago." I can't remember.
We forget. I write things in my notes, and it's like I'm not even writing a review. I'm just writing what I could tell you about it, so you could go and read it. I'm not even writing a review.
You have to use whatever codes or what to spark your memory if you ever go through.
And then I'll start reading a book. I'm like, "Did I read this already?" I don't even know.
Yeah.
It really is. It's really like a disease.
But a good one, a good disease.
Yeah. My husband's like, "You're reading again?" I'm like, "I could be doing drugs. I mean,
right. It could be worse.
It could be worse. Just let me know.
Could be worse.
All right, we're at the question. Dream casting for one of your novels if it became a series.
Yeah. So I actually asked because I have you ever seen those? They're like, how much does your brain picture when you close your eyes? And you know how it can vary so much. Anyway, I don't have that where I can see actual images. So mine are very bland and boring. So I was asking my Patreon followers, I was like, guys, I need help. Who would you cast for these things? And it was really interesting to see some of their examples. I got to see if I can find any of them. Oh, someone said Miles Teller as Reeves. And I was like, oh, I could see that.
I could see it.
Oh, I might. I'm on your Patreon. I'm one of your Patreons. I wonder if I answered the question.
I posted it today. I was like, hey guys, I need help. Some people said Chris Hemsworth for Macklin from So Let Me Break.
A lot of people like Chris Hemsworth.
I know. And someone else said Henry Cavill for him. Someone said Zac Efron for Jackson from A
Zac
Little
Efron
Crush.
for anybody, everybody,
McKenna
every
Grace.
day. Love Zac Efron. I take him for anyone.
Yeah.
He's a cutie.
Yeah, it's hard.
You don't like him?
No, I like
Oh.
Zac Efron. I kind of envision the same people, kind of. Like, I have the same rotation in my brain about who I'm naming people, thinking about. The one, though, that sticks out, the one I just can't get enough of is the very first book I read that got me back into reading was Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. So I hadn't read in like years and years. I was on vacation. I bought it. Didn't know anything about book talk. Didn't know anything about didn't even know who Colleen Hoover was. And obviously I went down a rabbit hole and I just said, this ledger reminds me, and this is how crazy I am, the guy in Burlesque. You ever see that movie with Christina Aguilera?
No, I need to look it up.
Come
now.
on. It's not even like a popular movie. And I'm like,
I don't even know who you're talking
oh my God, exactly.
She
And
says
it's like,
it every time.
I
still know who he is.
I maybe saw the movie twice and I just envisioned him so fast.
Wait, is it? No, I gotta see. Yeah, his name's Cam Giganet? But he was in the OC. You ever watched the OC?
Yes.
I never watched the OC.
He was
but I
also
don't know if
in
he was the OC.
Yes,
Twilight.
yes,
He was the
yes.
bad guy.
Now I know
James
who's
from
talking
Twilight.
Hurry up, quick.
Hurry up, quick.
But in Burlesque, like if you could just
Oh, you
Google
guys
an
broke up
image of
on me.
him from that movie. And we're frozen.
No.
Oh,
Is it
no.
us?
I don't know. Just trying to reconnect.
We lost her. We were doing so good. I have no service. Oh my God. Are you there?
I'm here.
I don't know. Oh my God. I don't even know what just happened.
I know, it's crazy. Are you guys
We
good?
don't-
Okay. We're back.
We don't even know if
I don't
Hopefully-
even.
hopefully
Yeah,
it
no,
kept
it is. It's
recording.
recording. It is. It says 37 minutes. We're good.
Oh, good.
I don't even know. Your whole internet in your house, the whole internet just went out on
I don't know what
us.
to do. I don't know what else to do.
We're connected. The internet's connected into the wall. Just
We need to get out of here.
okay. So where were we? we need.
Oh, about the guy. Okay,
need a real
maybe
studio.
that's his name. Do you think he's cute?
He's cute. Yeah, he was also James. He was the bad guy in Twilight, and then also he was in DCA too.
I think he
and
was. Yeah. Was he in?
Yeah.
Wait,
You know who
is
it
the
is.
guy?
I do think I know who you're talking about.
Okay. Well, that's who I envisioned right away, and I don't even know anything about this man, and he just came into my brain.
Just fit.
Yep.
You know what? I'm here for it. I think he's a cutie. So.
Yeah, he's cute. He's cute. He's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Am I next? Yeah, at the troll. Where are we up to?
Coffee or wine?
Oh, sorry. You did. Sorry. You answered this before. Coffee or wine when you're writing.
Coffee, all about but it has to be iced. Can't do the hot coffee.
I was gonna say maybe you have like tequila in your cup sometimes.
I wish.
I know, right?
Kids. One book you think everyone should read?
I'm like, I saw that one when I was going through the questions today. I'm like, I have no idea. Yeah, I'm really bad about that one.
There's just so many.
Yeah.
There's so many. Especially if it's like, are we talking self-help style? Are we talking just a solid escape?
Just
We'll
your
say
favorite book. Your
Yeah.
favorite.
a favorite. Oh man, I really loved Say You Swear by Megan Brandy. That one was
That was
really
a good one.
That was one where I was like, okay, I get the hype. There are some that I read,
Yeah.
I'm like, but that one I was like, oh, yep,
Yeah.
could not put this thing down. So there you go. That was a really
Yeah,
good
That was a very
there
good
you
one.
go. If you could co-write with any author, who would it be?
Another impossible question. And it's funny because I was actually talking to a couple
All of
authors.
them.
They went on a writing thing, and they were talking about how, writing a book with someone is basically like getting married to somebody. And you have to really trust that person and all that fun stuff. So I don't know if I would ever do it. I think it stresses me out too much. But if we were taking all that out and just to have fun, any of my author friends would be a blast. Because I love hanging out with them and being able to go back and forth on ideas. And so that sounds terrible. I don't have a strong answer on that.
No, I feel like the other we interviewed Ashley Manley, and she had the same thing. She was like, it's a trust thing, and yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, it's a big, long commitment.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. What is always on your writing playlist?
Oh my gosh. As far as music goes, I
Yeah.
create playlists for every book. And so
Love it.
right now, the one that's been going like crazy, let me find it. Oh, I'll tell you.
Do you have a
For a Little
Spotify?
Complicated. No, it wasn't A Little Complicated. It was Little Broken, and it's Meet Me at the Graveyard. That one was on
That's a good
repeat.
song.
And if you've read the books, you'll be like, that is the
Yeah.
saddest thing
Yeah.
ever.
You put these on Spotify, the playlist?
Yeah, they are. They're on Spotify.
Mhm.
The ones that I've been listening to like crazy right now is, let me see if I can find one that has just been like, okay, this is on. Oh, where'd it go? Oh man, there's a few. But She's Got a Thing About Her by Thomas Day. That one's been on my, and Make Out by Zuli Jr. I literally am on TikTok, like little indie artists. I don't even know how to, yeah, they
Yeah.
pop up and I'm like, yep, that's going in a book.
Yep.
And that's going in a book. So
Yep.
there's just a couple. But yeah, I just have a playlist for all of my books and they're
Love
just on
it.
repeat.
Love
They're
it
great.
so much. Do you read reviews or do you ignore them?
I read reviews up until release, and sometimes I'll read them for like maybe the first week of a book releasing, and then after that, I don't read them anymore. It stresses me out too much. But before a book releases, I am like a Goodreads stalker, and it's not a healthy trait. My husband's like, put your phone down. I will just go and refresh because I want to see what people are thinking when I'm like putting that book out into the world. But then once it's out there, I have to disconnect or else I get too
Overwhelmed. Yeah.
and my feelings get hurt because it'll be, 35 stars and then 1 3-star and you're like, oh, it was a
But
terrible.
why?
That's the one you harp on the most.
I love when I see reviews and it's like, this one was just too spicy. Well, then why are you reading smut?
There's gonna be spice in there. I don't know
If
what to
you're
tell you.
like, I don't know, church-going Christian, you don't want to read about that. Why is this the book you're choosing? I don't.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
terrible
others
at
out-
writing reviews. Like, I'll just give a 5-star, and I'm like, I
Same.
can't. I don't
Can't
know how
explain it.
I can't
5
explain it.
stars, read it.
Loved it. That's like me. I'm like, loved it. Must read. I don't.
That's it.
I
That's what we
can't give a
say.
full.
Those are our reviews.
It's so bad.
You know what
I
though?
gotta get better.
99% of people only look at the stars beneath the
Right.
title.
No one's
So
reading.
that's all
Yeah.
we need you for.
Yes,
That's
you're
great.
absolutely right about that. Yes.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It is.
What is your most overused emoji?
Oh my gosh. It's the smile with the 3 little hearts on the face
Oh, that's a nice one.
all the time. I'm like,
That is.
yeah.
Oh.
I blame texting, right? Where we're just like, I have to show that I'm still happy. So anything is the 3. It used to be the winking emoji, and then my daughter was like, Kelsie, you got to realize. So now it's
But those are both so sweet.
How old are your
I
kids?
have to say I'm teasing. My oldest is 14, and then
Oh.
12 and 9.
Oh.
My oldest is 14 too, and she's. Yeah.
It's rough out, it's rough out here.
He's
14's a tough age.
Everything
You
is
know,
12 years old. My daughter's 12. That's a tough. Everything is a 12. A 12. Everything is a tough age.
Girls are tough.
Yeah, my 14-year-old's pretty easy, and my 12. I've been really lucky with my girls overall. They're pretty good. I
Good.
keep waiting for the moment when I'm like, oh, this is it. This is the moment everyone warns me about. But so far, it's been not terrible. It could be
you're
a lot
lucky.
worse. Yeah.
Do they read your books?
No, my daughter, she's way into my 14-year-old. She's just started reading romance in the last year, probably. And I keep her on YA because I do know, I know what can be in these books.
Right.
And she's always like, why do you have to know all these things? I'm like, sorry, I'm in the industry, girlfriend. And she's been begging to read Spicy. And I'm like, okay, here's the deal. Your first spicy book has to be mine. And then it'll ruin you. And then
Oh my God, my mom wrote that.
That might
My
just
mom
ruin her for a life. Everything.
that was her thing. She's like, okay, fine. I'll keep to my YA. I'm like, there you go. When you're 16, then, we can have
Go
another.
for it. I just feel like they're exposed to so much more at such a young age now. It's like my daughter will say things. I'm like, well, how do you know that?
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
scary. It's scary out there. It's very
Yeah.
scary.
My kids are that way too, where I'm like, I'm sorry. Like my 12-year-old, we were playing a card game and she's like, bitch. And I was like, what? And I mean, she was kidding, but I also had to be like, all right, well, let's like reel you in just a little bit there. Just like a little bit.
Right. Then they feel like it's acceptable,
Yeah.
and we're
But,
not
like-
really good role models, like cursing and stuff, but
I know.
We're from
Well,
New
no,
York. We're
that's
truck
why my daughter
drivers.
felt like she could just say it
Yeah,
willingly
right.
because we're the same way.
right. Like you're gonna.
My
not
dad
shoot
always
it.
says, "You're so lucky. Your kids should be truck drivers the way you curse." I'm from New York. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what to tell you.
It's in my vocabulary. I'm trying really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's there. I don't know. I don't know what to
A
say.
for effort, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
So can you give us a sneak peek into what you're working on next?
Oh my gosh, it's so good. So I'm working on, I'm really excited about this new series. Book
Yay.
ones are always the scariest to write because you really want to make sure that it's enough to like hook. You know, that's your
Mhm.
widest net that you're used to catch readers and stuff like that. It's I'm debating on whether or not there will be hockey involved because I do have 2 hockey series, so it's probably not going to be hockey. But again, who knows? Maybe 2 weeks before I hand it to the editor, I try the little schmutz again.
What sport would you want to write about if it wasn't hockey?
As of right now, there's definitely some underground fighting going on and stuff like that. So
Ooh.
there will be some MMA kind of thing. But as far as everything else, I'm not a plotter. I am a pantster. I am a hard pantster, and it is a hard problem for me. So, but as far as what it's about a girl who her dad steals from her and uses her money to pay off a bet that they made during one of these, essentially kind of the game nights
Wait.
that we have in the Little Things series.
I feel like I read did I read? Like,
You
I
read
did.
the first chapter.
I did.
Mhm. Yes. So that's the first chapter of what we're
It was
working on.
from the last book you just released. It was at
Yeah.
the end of it.
Oh, I
Yes.
can't do things like that.
No, I know because that's all I've been
cannot-
thinking about.
I cannot read books.
Yeah.
I cannot read chapters.
That
at the end
first
of books.
chapter it hooked me.
Oh wait, so tell.
It's
What
gonna
is
be
it?
so good.
Say
It's
it.
gonna be
Wait.
so good. It's not a wide shoes / reverse harem. A lot of people have been asking me that question because it ends with like her being in the room with the 3 brothers and they are not happy with her and she's not happy with them.
Yeah.
But no, it's not a wide shoes. But
I
yeah,
don't
so
like
there's
the wide
lots of gambling, underground bets. It
love
kind of
it.
I kind of call it's not a mafia romance, but it is a little bit of like an origin story for the shadier side of,
Yeah.
you know, those billionaires who are into shady stuff or mafia people. You know what I mean?
I'm here for it.
And they're way in over their heads, and it's going to be so good. So
yeah.
yeah,
Ooh,
I'm
I'm
really
excited.
excited.
And when does that
This is
come
why
out?
I don't read the end.
So it comes out in March. We've got a little
Oof.
while. I'm attempting being the keyword, to write ahead so that we can get them released a little bit faster. But again, book ones are a different beast because you really have book 2s are hard
Yeah.
too. Book 1, you have to like hook everybody, and book 2, you have to not disappoint everybody who loved book 1.
Yeah.
You have to live up
And
to
then
the
it's like
first
free
one.
sailing until the last book in the series, and then you're like, I cannot end on a dud. So now we have to
Basically, it's complicated all the way through.
Yeah.
From start to finish.
Yes.
Oh, you have any more questions?
I know. I think that's it. But we had so much fun talking to you.
Yes. Thank you so much for the invitation and for having me.
Thanks for doing this.
Yeah, thank you so much for
Yeah.
supporting us. Thank you.
And we
Yep.
cannot wait for your next series.
Me too. It's gonna be.
Yes.
And thanks for being a Patreon member, by the way.
Yeah, it's fun. I just got an email that you shipped something. I don't know.
When we like started this, I came down here to like go to set up like the bookshelves and everything. I'm like, how many Kelsie Rae books do you actually? She owns like 4 of each copy.
It's because she's part of the special
Yeah.
edition. tier for
I'm like
Patreon.
pulling out like this another one.
Because then too, when you become part of a Patreon, it's like you got to be the top tier. Because what are you doing? What am I doing? What are we doing?
Alyssa goes bigger. She goes
Clearly.
She has nothing.
I could coach a hockey team, and
one hockey romance. She's coaching NHL.
right.
That's it. That's all we need. You know what? I'm here for it.
I dove right in.
Well, thank you again. It was great
Yes.
talking to you.
So
You're
nice.
welcome.
And we cannot wait for the next one.
Yes, keep us posted. Keep in touch.
I will. Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
Thanks again to Kelsie for this amazing experience. Please make sure you follow Kelsie Rae on social media. And if you haven't read her books, go do so now. right now. And follow us on all social media. Subscribe on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify.
All of the things.
Comment, like, share. Give us your criticism.
All of the things.
We love it all.